Vincent Valentine, boy. EX Turk, boy. Horror transformation, boy. Fuck Shimmer, boy. Pro Lucretia, boy. Let's get started on the Sturgeon server risk. Going down on Purge. Better watch yourself, Hojo. Anyone mess with Lucretia, you're gonna end up at the end of my Cerberus. I play no games. Got your goofy ass on my Hellmaster chainsaw. Don't even.
Hey, it's Noctis. Subscribe to Vincent Valentine EX Turk channel.
What's up, guys? Your King and I, Vincent Valentine EX Turk, and I'm kind of done laughing for a little bit, so. But yeah, since I've given you a troll theory and stuff like that, I thought I had fun with it, and I had fun with that theory. That theory was actually pretty funny. You know, for anyone who took it a little bit serious, I apologize. I just wanted to have fun at people's expense this time, instead of people having their expense on me. So yeah, it was a fun video to make, and well, some wrong PSN card. Sorry. PSN card's gonna drop. It bothers me. But anyways, yes. You know, it was pretty funny. It was hard to put together because I tried my best not to laugh in the video. And, well, that's kind of impossible to do now. You know. But nonetheless, that was a pretty fun video to put together. Hard because it was hard to keep myself from laughing. But anyways, let's get back to real content. Let's get back to real Final Fantasy content. In E3 for the Final Fantasy VII Remake, are we going to see a trailer with Tifa in it? And what could this mean for Tifa in the Final Fantasy VII Remake? If this is going to be a full game, we might be able to get her entire backstory. And not as paid DLC, as part of the story. And the reason why I think that's possible, this is a full game, and Tifa is a fan favorite, just like Sephiroth, Vincent, and Cloud is. You know, Tifa is an iconic character as well, mostly for her chocobo meat, but that's just another time, another day. But no, she has character development, real character development. But nonetheless, I want to talk about what could possibly happen for Tifa. And I think they're going to have an expanded story around all the characters. That even includes Tifa as well. Tifa's going to have a big, expanded, huge story now. Since now they can do it. This will also probably show things that were in the original game. Like when Tifa joined Avalanche. And, you know, how Tifa got really... how she ranked really high before Cloud came on board, as well as when she found Cloud on the train and knew it was Cloud. We could be getting some of that. Now, since Tifa's a brawler, her gameplay is going to be a lot different than the other characters, even with the ATB bar. You know, yes, the combat's going to be like Kingdom Hearts, with a mix of Final Fantasy 15's gameplay mechanics. But for Tifa, she would have to go closer. She'd be more of a close-range character. You know, she would have to pretty much use limit breaks, because unless she can have certain enemies that you can only beat with brawls and non-magic. Like, there are enemies in Final Fantasy 7 that you can't beat with magic or summons. So I think Tifa's going to be useful in that department. Now, what I'm saying, what could this mean for Tifa Lockhart? We're going to be probably seeing a more extended Tifa that you never got to see in there, as well as the relationship between Tifa and Cloud that wasn't shown in the original game, as well as a Tifa Aerith friendship as well. You're going to be able to see a more detailed of Tifa Lockhart. Now, I don't know what's going to be for DLC costumes. I think they're going to probably give the Advent Children costumes. Even though that's no longer canon, I'm pretty sure they're going to put some fan service where you could change the Advent Children, or you could change the Crisis Core's Cowgirl Tifa, which personally, oh yeah. I love me some Cowgirl Tifa. I just wish she was the same age she was in Final Fantasy VII as she was in that era. That way it'd be legal. It'd be legal. But nonetheless, this could be a big part of this next trailer. Maybe they'll tease all the characters. Maybe they'll tease the rest of Avalanche, or have a Sephiroth teaser that comes with a small bit of teaser detail for Tifa Lockhart. And this could be really good. This could be the best thing for Tifa. We're going to be able to see a bigger, expanded backstory on Tifa Lockhart. I think it's possible that we could see a bigger, expanded story mode for Tifa. One of the biggest Final Fantasy waifus of all time. So, that's what this could mean. But the combat will be changed just a little bit for each character to be unique. It's still going to have the Kingdom Hearts ABT bar system, but it's not going to be turn-based. You can use ABT bar for magic, and then you just walk around and dodge attacks and use big attacks. But I think the only thing what Tifa could do for like a wave of enemies is it's possible that Tifa could use her limit breaks using the ATB bar when she gets up to the limit bar, because they're going to still use the limit break bar and they're still going to use ABT. But with the Final Fantasy 15 / Kingdom Hearts combat, because people like the action-based combat a little bit better than the turn-based, and it feels like it's a turn-based considering the fact you got the ATB bar, so it pleases both the turn-based fans. This will please both the turn-based fans and the action combat fans, you know. But Tifa could have a lot more development considering this is going to be a full game filled with a trilogy full of episodes. The Final Fantasy VII Remake itself is going to be split up into trilogies. So maybe we might get to see a full analysis like story on Tifa, Cloud, Barret, Aeris, Red 13. Then Chapter 2 will have the Yuffie and Vincent. Or if they end it the way they did in Final Fantasy VII, where they end it when Aeris dies, you may even get to see the biggest full story on all the characters like this. Even the ones that used to be side characters like Yuffie and Vincent. So, what could this possibly mean, you say? It could mean great things for Tifa. We'll get a full CGI rendered, hot Tifa with Rachel Lee Cook's voice, and with extra, and they're gonna put DLC costumes. So you can probably get to choose from Cowgirl Tifa or Evan-Shown Tifa as original. I'd probably stay for the original, as for me being the original Final Fantasy VII fan, I like the original costumes better. In fact, I like Cloud's original costume better than I did the Evan Children, personally, for me. Due to the fact that, well, I'm just a fan of the original Final Fantasy VII. But I'm glad to actually talk about this because, well, on the we're going back to the serious topic of the Final Fantasy VII Remake, because the trailer is getting close. Next week is E3, and they're gonna give us a sneak peek of a trailer, so we might see a Tifa and Sephiroth trailer. Now, I can't put my hopes up real high and say that there's gonna be a Vincent and Yuffie trailer because, well, they're more likely, depending on how this is going to end. If it ends at the Midgar, we're not going to see Vincent or Yuffie until the next part of the trilogy. Which, that'd be kind of disheartening, but that's just how it is. But this could also give way to the original characters right now. And then you could add Vincent and Yuffie, get their backstories, and play the rest of the story like it was intended to be. But with the altered changes that Nomura wants to make to the Final Fantasy VII Remake. So, this could mean a lot of things. Tifa could get more character development, more character backstory, you know. Tifa getting DLC costumes, You know, Tifa getting some new abilities and stuff like that. Tifa is going to be increased in this. I mean, now don't hold your breath about the increased breast size, because social justice warriors are out there day and night with their flaming torches. You know, if Square Enix dares to give her big breasts. Either way, I don't care. I just want to see a fully rendered CGI Tifa with the voice actors and everything, because, well, Tifa is Final Fantasy's best girl, and it would kind of ruin this trilogy to Final Fantasy VII Remake if they did her no justice. But I hope that they keep some of the source material while also adding the changes in the remake, as well with the original story, but with the extended story. The point is, before I get to rambling, could we get an extended Tifa Lockhart story in the Final Fantasy VII Remake? Could we get a Tifa from training with Zongan to finding Cloud on the train to everything else, even stuff that was not seen before? Could we possibly get Tifa's part during the very first mission in Sector 8? Could we get all of that? And do we get to see her full limit break and full motion, highly rendered capture? Who knows? But this is also brought to you by PlayStation Plus cards. Go get yourself one. You get free games. It's a good deal. And stuff like that. Like I got Life is Strange. And may the crystal be with you. I'm hyped for E3. May the crystal be with you.